Introduce yourself, who you are, in which class you are reading. Look into this camera, suppose public are watching you. Okay.
Hello everyone, I am Nandan Sarkar and I am from Auxilium Convent School. I live in Eastern Bypass Road, Buraburi Mandir, near Buraburi Mandir. And
In which
I
class you are studying right now?
I am studying in class 7
Okay.
of Auxilium Convent School.
Okay,
And
okay.
it's a very nice school and its environment is also good. So, what are the questions you want to ask?
Yeah, questions means like, see, a lot of students who are from the government schools, they don't know exactly the internal conditions or the environment of the convent school. So, as you are the students from convent school, so you might know all these things better than others, right? So, just tell me something about. First of all, tell me who I am and how do you get to know what was your first impression?
Who are you? Guys, you should really appreciate this guy sitting right beside me. He's a really nice guy. He knows how to teach, how to interact with the students. And when I first met him, I was like really shocked. Like, he lives in Shantinagar Bowbachar, right? And how is he speaking like he's some foreigner? So that was my first impression, and I was really nervous while I was speaking to him.
One thing, actually, on the very first day when I just met him, I just made him confused, right? By raising so many difficult questions.
Yeah. And I was more confused by listening to his questions. What kind of question is he asking?
By the way, I was also very happy to see you that you're very, very talented because later on I got to know that he knows so many things. He has so many information related to the technology, modern education system, culture, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so our point is that I just want to know exactly how the environment of convent schools are. Okay. So, Nandan, tell me, inside a convent school, how does your school start and how do you end it up?
First off, we the bus of our school comes in our bypass, the Eastern Bypass Road. They stand there, and I get on the bus, and from there I go to my school,
And
and
when does your school start exactly? In the morning session or in the afternoon session?
it's different for different classes. From 1 to 4, they start from in the summer season. They start from 6 to 6:30. The bus comes at 6:30, and we have to go to school, and the school starts at 7.
Okay.
And in winter seasons, the bus come at 7:30, and we have to go to school at 8.
Yeah, look into the camera so that I can see how powerful you are or your confidence is. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, the thing is that if somebody wants to know from this viewer, what do you mean by convent school? What does it mean? Convent school means what type of schools it is?
It's a kind of really strict school. It has many disciplines. They will teach you. The education system is better.
And convent school is running. It is run by
It's run by Christians.
Christian missionaries, right?
Yes,
Christians.
fathers and sisters. In our school, we have mainly sisters.
Okay, sisters.
Hmm.
Okay, so what is your first hand experience, especially from that school when you got for the first time? That means when you got admission in that school, convent school. What was your first hand experience?
It was really different because when I first go, the second I kept my first step on the door, my discipline started. From
Okay.
that time, I have to, mention, maintain some disciplines, and they took me to a class. They every time when you start a class, or every time you enter, every time the day begins on the school, that time we have to pray to God, and the school ends, we have to again pray to God. So this is the thing, and the disciplines are really, really, really,
How the classes are generally conducted during the school hour?
the classes are contacted like there is a first period in which we have a class, like in the first, for example, first period we have mathematics. Then we have our assembly, morning assembly, in which we pray, we do our parade. Then our sister principal gives a speech,
don't you perform national anthem in your school?
Yes,
So
yes,
far, I
yes.
heard that convent schools they pray the morning prayer specially dedicated to Jesus,
Hmm.
like
Not
Lord
not
Jesus.
not actually dedicated to Jesus.
Then
They dedicated to God, our Father,
okay, okay.
and many other religions have other gods, so it's different.
So, what are the days when you feel entertained? Like any other sports or festive seasons or festival time?
Yes,
What are
yes,
the
yes.
entertaining activities that you can see in your school?
Every Friday we have a games class in which I really enjoy that class. We eagerly wait for Friday when Friday comes.
Okay. Like we people wait for the Sunday. When the Sunday will come at that time, Sunday means fun day because we are free from our responsibilities and work, That's what we're just waiting for. So similarly, the same way, you wait for the Friday
Friday.
just because you're very
Yeah.
passionate for the sports, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So by the way, what's your favorite sports?
My favorite sports is football.
Football. Okay. Who is your favorite? Who is your favorite player in football?
My favorite player is
Messi.
Lionel Messi.
Messi,
Lionel
Messi.
Messi.
Okay, Lionel Messi. What's your aim? What do you want to be in future?
In my future, I think I will just live a simple life because I don't have like sky-touching dreams. Like I don't want to be Elon Musk.
Oh my God. I don't want to be an Elon Musk. A lot of people they say that your dream should be bigger and higher. Like if you don't have big dreams, you don't take big actions, right? And the big actions always give you the big results. So how, does it match with your, like you said that I don't have big dreams. On the other hand, a lot of people, the great people, they say that you should have a big dream. So you're going against their principle or suggestion. So what do you say
So
about this?
actually, I had a big dream even few years ago. I wanted to be a footballer, but I don't get support from my family because they say if you play football, you won't get time to study, so they don't allow.
Okay, very good, very good. By the way, so Nandan, would you like to suggest my students, those who are just reading from the government school, they are very, very afraid of English language. Okay, they think that it's a very tough language and they cannot get over the fear out of their mind. And the students like you're from the seventh standard, right? What is the class you're reading now?
I am in class 7.
You're in class 7. See, how do you look into this language exactly?
No, it's nothing to get afraid. Like, what is it? It's just language. It's just a way of communication. There's nothing to get afraid of. So I would suggest that don't get afraid and just think that you are smarter.
Yes,
and then you can also speak nicely or know how to learn English. I would suggest you something. You should really watch the Hollywood movies. First off, you watch in English subtitles, and then you start watching the movies without reading the subtitles.
Yeah.
Then you would be more nice at
Yes.
English.
Then you can easily get used to with the English
Yes,
language
yes.
without subtitle. Yeah, that's a very, very good and very, one of the best practices, right?
Yes, one of the
Watching
best.
watching Hollywood movies without title. First with titles and later on without titles.
Yes.
When you get used to with the accents, foreign accents. So, so the students, especially my students who are taking classes from me but reading in government schools or colleges, the piece of advice is that English, it's a language, it's not a subject. So if you really want to master this communication or this language, you have to learn only by speaking. Okay, so you have to speak. Like we know the famous quotation that practice makes a man perfect, right?
Yes, yes.
So if you don't practice language, you can never improve your English communication. Because we are the ESL learner. ESL means we learn English in India as a second language, right?
Yes.
That's why we need to create that English environment. And that's what I just create with my students. Like see, and he doesn't have any type of hesitation or fear in his mind just because that he feels that it's just only a language, right? By which we express our thoughts and communication. We feel very comfortable sharing knowledge and thoughts each other. Very nice. Being a student of class 7 standard, if he is feeling so highly confident, so the students, those who are graduate, okay, but who passed out from the government schools like HS and all that, so don't need to be afraid of it. Simply do practices. We need proper mentor, right?
Yes, we need a proper mentor, just like him.
Anyway, so How do you feel about the way I teach students? How do you feel about it? And what are the differences? Like you already met so many English teachers in your school as well, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So what are the differences between me and those teachers whom you met before?
It's means it's Akash Patal Parthokya, you say, no? That's it. He like my English language teacher, he's of school. He still speaks education as education. Just imagine. And this guy sitting right beside this person, mentor, sitting here. He is so what you say, so strict and so disciplined
Precise
yes,
regarding language, right?
yes, he's so precise about his language, how
So what
he
did you learn
speaks.
about IPA actually? What did I teach you about IPA? What are the things that you have got to know that previously it was wrong and you were taught wrong before? And I corrected. And some sounds, do you remember some words that I taught
Yes,
you
yes,
to pronounce
yes.
correctly? So,
Yes, like I used to say Wednesday, but it's not actually Wednesday, it's Wednesday. Like, and Portugal, I used to say Portugal, it's not Portugal, it's Portugal.
And the followers of like Buddhist. Buddhist, actually it is
Yes.
Buddhist.
Uh,
And mosquito, it is actually mosquito. So these are the things actually. Like we know English language, it follows a particular like a particular phonetic system that is called IPA. IPA stands for International Phonetic Alphabets. Okay, like especially the learners and the people who speak English or who learn English in Asian countries, not Asian countries, Asian countries, they must follow the IPA system, phonetics, so that they can learn English as a root English learner, just like the native speakers do. So let's come to an end with the beautiful conversation of the day, and we'll discuss so many other things in upcoming classes. So Nandan, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions just to test your memory. Okay, test your thoughts, your knowledge, your information. Like if we cut down the trees, like deforestation brings drought, right? How does it work actually? If we cut down the trees, we will find drought in the environment. How?
It's because at night the trees come in contact of a process known as transpiration. It's kind of exhalation. They exhale the water vapor at night, and that water vapor goes high up in the sky and forms clouds. That's the reason why trees can also bring rain.
During photosynthesis, the trees also, green trees also release O2, right? O2, they release O2, and along with the O2, they also release 2H2O, means two atomic hydrogen, means water. H2O means water.
Yes.
And that water vapor, that means during photosynthesis process, all the green trees contribute water vapor into the environment.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And that water vapor goes up with the sun's heat. And when it reaches higher, then it condenses and form into the small droplets of water.
Yes.
And they condense together to form the clouds.
Yes.
And that clouds, due to the Earth's gravity, that clouds, when it becomes heavy, that clouds falls down in the form of rain due to the Earth's gravitational force.
Yes.
And that is what we call rainfall. Yes, very good.
And when the trees are not there, there are no one to release water vapor in the air, and it doesn't bring rain. And it causes droughts.
Absolutely. So my name is Durlabh Sarkar and his name is Nandan Sarkar.
Yes.
We both are Sarkar. That means we are government, right? So English not for us, English is not a subject at all. It's a medium of communication. We use English as a part of communication, as a
Yes.
medium of learning. Because English, it's an international language. That's why it connects us with the rest of the world to collect the global information and upgrade our knowledge so that we can be different from the others by knowledge, not by language. So one day, British people, the East India Company came India and they captured us, and we were under the bondage of the British, right? The British rulers used to rule the country, but it's our time to rule the entire world. Okay. Anyway, so the message is that English, it's a language. We must discuss, we must exchange our thoughts with each other using this language.
I was also not like this when I was 2 years ago, when 2 years ago, I used to go to school when I was in class 5, and from class 6 and class 7, I am sitting at home. And in this class 6 and class 7, I developed myself more, and I started speaking in English more fluently than I was in class 5 by watching these Hollywood films. So I would highly recommend to watch Hollywood films.
And try to understand
Yes,
the lyrics first, not lyrics actually, subtitles, right?
yes,
And
subtitles.
especially you can watch the Hollywood English songs, right?
Yes,
English
we
songs
can also,
with the lyrics that time.
Yes.
Previously with the lyrics, and then later on go on without lyrics.
Huh. And in movies also, same thing with the movies. You first see the subtitles and try to understand, then you will find yourself more comfortable with English.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much for such a beautiful conversation in this evening today. We're going to come up with beautiful ideas, especially related to different subjects, or for the help of those people who are just watching right now. Don't be afraid of English. It's a language. We're going to make it the super easy subject for you, and also the language. Super easy language for you, right?
So subscribe to this channel and also share this video
Anyway,
if you want.
if you really want to stay connected with us, with me and Nandan, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you can come up with more ideas to help you out to improve your field, to improve your communication skill, and to improve your knowledge. Thank you. Stay connected. Bye bye. Stay happy and spread happiness. Like this way, no problem. See, and excuse me, I just want to share you one more thing. Like this way, okay? Excuse me, I just had to tell you one more thing. At the very beginning, when I was introducing my teacher, at that time I said, this guy is very nice guy, like this way. So it was not recommended. This is the informal English. So don't you try to use these words, especially when you're talking to the seniors or your teachers. Okay, so it was just my mistake, because we use the casual English in the school campus, that's why. So you don't use it.
So I said at the very beginning of this video, when I was introducing my teacher, I said guy. So it's not recommended because it's a formal English, and you say this word only
Informal
when
English. Repeat again. It's an informal English.
it's an informal English, and you only say that when you are speaking with your friends, your friend circle, and brother, sister, siblings, then only. So don't say this to your teachers, because it's not recommended by me, and
it's not a formal use.
yes, it's not formally used. So that's it. Stay cool, stay awesome. Bye bye.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a very beautiful lesson, because like whatever you say, other people also will learn, right? So as you said, the informal English, like the word guy, it's an actually informal use of English word. Okay, so people, especially, we should not use the word guy, especially when we are addressing to the senior people or who are respected, or our teachers, like that. So instead of guy, we should say our respected teacher, or like that. Thank you, and I'm very glad to know that you already understood, you realized that you made a small negligible mistake, but that is not a mistake at all. You already corrected. Okay, so bye bye. Stay happy and spread happiness everywhere.